French cuisine is known around the world for its high-quality ingredients and precise preparation. So it's no surprise that Paris is a global culinary capital with over 100 Michelin-starred restaurants. But if you're visiting Paris, there's still a way to taste authentic French food without breaking the bank. The solution is called a bouillon, and it's a great way to discover French culinary traditions for an accessible price. So let's examine what bouillon restaurants are exactly, and what kind of classic French dishes you can expect to find there. You might be confused with the term bouillon, as the term bouillon in English refers to cubes of condensed soup stock. While the word also refers to soup stock in French, it has another meaning in the Paris restaurant scene. In 1854, butcher Adolphe Baptiste Duval opened a restaurant offering cuts of meat and soup broth to market hall workers. Over the years, the fare on offer has evolved, becoming more complex and varied. Today, bouillon restaurants in Paris serve traditional French food, quickly and at an accessible price. That means the food is usually pre-prepared, so avoid ordering things like steak or other foods sensitive to cooking style. Bouillon restaurants are a great opportunity to taste French delicacies like escargot or duck. The prices are reasonable, but the service may seem rushed compared to typically glacial French service standards. Bouillon Chartier is one of Paris's oldest restaurants, operating on Faubourg Montmartre since 1896. The restaurant often attracts a crowd seeking reasonably priced, traditional French fare in a decidedly old-school atmosphere. To avoid long lines, I recommend the Bouillon Chartier location in front of Gare de l'Est. For around €25, you can enjoy a starter, main course, dessert, and even a small glass of wine. Despite its emblem declaring it the one and only authentic Parisian bouillon, there are other bouillon restaurants in Paris aside from the Bouillon Chartier. Le Petit Bouillon Faramond, located near the Châtelet-Léal complex, features a 19th century decor, including floral flourishes embellishing the ceiling and mirrors. Bouillon Pigalle is located next to the Pigalle metro stop near Montmartre. Here are some French favorites you'll likely find at a bouillon restaurant, although the menu may vary from place to place. Entrée, starter. Why not give some classic French delicacies a try? Œuf mayonnaise. This classic French dish is different from œuf mimosa, which we know as deviled eggs. Instead, a generous portion of mayonnaise is dolloped on top of a hard-boiled egg. Escargot. These snails are boiled, cooked in oil or butter, then replated in their shells. They're generally served in parsley butter, and despite what you may think, they're quite delicious. Plat, main course. Now is the perfect occasion to try some classic French dishes. Bœuf bourguignon. This hearty beef stew is cooked in red wine and is perfect for a winter evening. Confit de canard. Sometimes known as duck confit in English, confit de canard is salt-cured duck cooked in its own fat. It is typically served with roasted potatoes, making for a decadent but delicious meal. Dessert. Dessert. Finish off your meal with a sweet and satisfying dessert. Profiterole. These choux pastries or cream puffs are filled with ice cream and covered in a chocolate ganache. Mousse au chocolat. Chocolate mousse. This dessert is made from melted chocolate, egg yolks, and whipped egg whites, resulting in a light and airy texture, with a sweet chocolatey flavor. Paris may be a city of indulgence and luxury, but one not need to spend a fortune to savor its culinary delights. Bouillon restaurants in Paris offer a great opportunity to try French delicacies at a more accessible price. While the service at bouillon restaurants may seem rushed compared to typical French service standards, it's still a great way to taste authentic French food without breaking the bank. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks on achieving the accessible Parisian dream.